Hey everybody, it is Wintermute here with the Commonwealth turn. I know it took a while to get this video up. It was a weird weekend. Let's just leave it at that. So the Commonwealth, we're going to go right into our tech rolls. So we're going to roll for Wartime Economy. This is 10. That's the one we really wanted. Improve Factories. Okay, that one we missed. But we'll take Wartime Economy. Let me pull those dice out now, so hopefully I do not forget when the time comes. And I'll really have to think about how I'm going to split that money up. So, Wartime Economy for the United Kingdom. I am happy for that. So, builds. Excuse me. The United Kingdom is going to build a destroyer, a militia, coastal artillery, and they're going to build a fighter over using the Canadian training facility. The FEC is going to build an airborne, an infantry upgrade, and then 5 militia. ANZAC is going to build a militia, and they're going to upgrade their medium factory to a major factory. And then Canada is going to lend lease an AA gun to the KMT, and they are going to build the Devil's Brigade back home. Now, let's see. Let's get this out of the way. We don't actually have any combat moves. I was going to try something, but then realized it wouldn't work, or found out it wouldn't work. So it's all going to be just non-com this turn. Now, hopefully that won't hold up too much longer, and we'll be able to start kicking some butt. But we're going to work towards that. We're not going to push it until we're ready. So from C-Zone 122 to 83, we're going to move a transport and a light cruiser. At the end of this video, I am going to do a synopsis of all of my units across the board because I know the Commonwealth is logistically very difficult to begin with, and I've been moving my stuff all over the place. So we're gonna do that again for everybody's benefit. And then from 83 to 87, we're gonna move a submarine. From 83, we're gonna move let me scoot this over. Transport is gonna use strategic movement. Go 1, 2, pick up this infantry, 3, 4, and drop him off back in Aden. Come on, guys, shape up. 116, from 116 up to 83, we're going to move these 2 heavy cruisers. Whoops, gosh darn it. And let's see, now we're going to move over here. I'm going to pull this up a little bit. There we go. From 24 to 11, we're going to move this coastal sub. From 24 to 79, we're going to move 2 destroyers. From 79 to 83, we're going to move a destroyer. 83 being back over here near Aden. We're going to add a destroyer to that fleet. From 22 to 21, we're going to move this light carrier with the fighter, that light cruiser, and we're also going to slide over no, we're going to leave that. No, yeah. Yeah, we're okay with like that. We'll leave him there. I didn't have that in shot. So from 22 over to 21, we moved the light cruiser, the carrier with the fighter, and then we had a Canadian destroyer there already. Then from 151 to 80, we're going to move that torpedo boat destroyer. This is that Yugoslavian one. He's just going to slide over there to 80, take his time. 24 to 48, we're going to move a destroyer. Oh, hold on. And a light cruiser. Oh, sorry, let me get back in shot here. From 24 to 48, we're going to move a destroyer and a light cruiser. And then from 79 to 48, we're going to move this light carrier with the tactical bomber. All right, that is it for my naval movements. I do have a, over here in Egypt, Eastern Egypt, I'm moving 2 infantry from Eastern Egypt over to Transjordan. And then I'm just going to go ahead and move this guy now. We have the air transport from Ottawa being delivered via Lend-Lease per the Canadian expansion rules over to Calcutta. And I believe that is it for the British non-com movements. Yep, he's where I want him to be. He's there. He's there, yep. All right. So, place units. So, for Great Britain, what we're going to do is we're going to place the, the fighter from the United Kingdom here in Ottawa. Oops. Then we're going to place the destroyer in Sea Zone 24. Oops. We're going to place this militia in Gibraltar. And we're going to place this coastal artillery in London. Then for the FEC, we're going to place this airborne in Calcutta. We are going to do a militia upgrade here in Sarawak to an infantry, and then we're going to build one of those militia there. And then we're going to build 2 militia in Calcutta. And then we're going to build 2 militia in Singapore, and I'll put them on the Singaporean card over there. Anzac, we're going to put down the major factory, and we're going to add this militia to Sydney. And then Canada, we're going to build the Devil's Brigade in Ottawa. And then this Lend-Lease AA is going to travel via the Burma Road up into Yunnan, coming from that port over there in through around Singapore and landing there in Yunnan. Okay, now that is, so yeah, now we're at collect income. So we're going to roll for Wartime Economy. 10. I'll take it. Well, that is interesting. How now, it is interesting now because I get to split it up amongst the Commonwealth. So I do kind of have to ask myself, what would be the best way to split it up? Because I have goals that I want to achieve, certain things I want to hit at various places, but Huh. Given the circumstances, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to give all 10 of it to the United Kingdom, to the UK. Yeah. Yep, all 10 of it to the United Kingdom. So, let me grab my sheet. So this is how our income looks now. So the UK will have 36 on hand. The FEC will have 17 on hand. ANZAC will have 9 on hand. And Canada will have 11 on hand. And that's it for the United Kingdom. We'll have the friendship here in a bit. When I mute out. Hey everybody, sorry I forgot I said I was going to give a quick rundown on where all my units were at, just to make sure everybody was up to, everybody's board could be the same. So I'm going to just start with Canada and work my way across the board. So up in Ottawa, we have the Canadian Training Facility, along with the Devil's Brigade, a United Kingdom fighter. C-Zone 21, we have a Canadian destroyer, a light cruiser, light transport with a fighter. C-Zone 22, a Canadian destroyer on escort duty. C-Zone 24, we have a transport, destroyer, heavy cruiser, 3 battleships, a light carrier with a fighter, and a coastal defense ship on escort duty. C-Zone 25, we have a torpedo boat destroyer. C-Zone 11, we have a coastal sub. C-Zone 48, we have a destroyer, a light cruiser, a light carrier with a tactical bomber. C-Zone 79, we have a transport, a corvette on escort duty, 2 destroyers, 1 light cruiser, 1 heavy cruiser. C-Zone 80, we have a torpedo boat destroyer. C-Zone 108, we have a destroyer on escort duty. 109, a destroyer on escort duty. 110, a destroyer on escort duty. 114, a destroyer on escort duty. 119, a ANZAC destroyer on escort duty. And C-Zone 83, we have a destroyer on escort duty. Then we have we've got 3 transports, 1 of which is ANZAC. We have a destroyer, a light cruiser, which is ANZAC, 3 heavy cruisers, and then a battle cruiser. C-Zone 78, we have a submarine. And C-Zone 136, we also have a submarine for the British. Now, as far as the land territories go, we'll just work our way back, starting with the ANZAC. New Zealand has a militia. North Australia, Queensland, New South Wales, Southern Australia, Western Australia all have a single militia. Sydney has a militia, fortification, motorized infantry, an artillery piece, and a major factory now. Sarawak has a infantry and a militia. You know what? I might have missed this destroyer and escort duty in C-Zone 122. Then we have a single militia in Ceylon. And Calcutta has the air transport fortification. It has the 2 Maharashtra colonial infantry units, an airborne, an AA gun, 2 regular infantry, and 3 militia. And then I'm going to slide over here. Hong Kong has the Queen's Own Rifles, an infantry, and the Hong Kong Colonial Unit. British Malaya has 3 militia, the Patricias, the British Malayan Colonial Unit, 3 regular infantry, an AA, fortification, and coastal artillery. Aden has 2 Marines, an infantry, and the Fiji Colonial Infantry. British Somaliland has the British Somaliland Colonial Infantry. Nubia has 1 infantry. South Africa has a militia, a minor factory, and a medium bomber. Transjordan has 3 militia. Eastern Egypt has 2 militia, 1 militia, 2 infantry, an AA, and then they have the Sudanese colonial infantry and the Transjordan colonial infantry. Cyprus has a militia. Malta has a militia. Gibraltar has 2 militia, an infantry, a marine, AA, fortification, coastal guns, and the Nigerian colonial infantry unit. And then, let's see, Scotland has a militia. North England has a motorized infantry, artillery, minor factory, and a militia. British Midlands has a marine, an infantry, and a militia. London itself has 2 AA, 2 marines, an airborne, a strategic bomber, 3 infantry, and 4 militia, and a coastal artillery at this point. I think that covers everything. If anybody's got any questions or maybe their map is different in a way that we need to clarify, just let me know.